Hello everybody, Phobos here. Welcome to another exciting episode of our Let's Play series here on the KubiKraft server. This is episode 10 and let me tell you, it feels great to be back here. It really does. There's a lot of things that I need to show you. Basically, I've been doing a fair bit of grind work while on my little hiatus, and I've taken a bit of time to upgrade a couple things. So, let's take a quick peek down here. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is, well, there's a lot of lanterns. There really are. And this whole area, like, not to mention the whole area has been cleared out, which is pretty fantastic. Did I just hear a spider? Could have sworn I heard. Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. There is a spider spawner right there, so we're not going to be under attack from this guy. This is fantastic. Whew, that's good news. That's really good news. But anyway, so yeah, basically, I decided that I wanted to take some time to finish the ceiling down here, and of course get some lighting in and all that, so it doesn't look nearly as dark, ominous, and creepy. And that led me to thinking, well, instead of pillaring up and trying to chip away at the ceiling this way, why not do something really crazy like hollow out a section here so we can put the floor on? And then I thought, you know what, why not excavate the XP farm while we're at it? And then I thought, you know what, why not build a giant roof, and then we have plenty of room for community projects. I don't know why I take on these tasks. I really don't. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, this is an unnecessary amount of work. But the good news is that we did pull together as a community, and a bunch of us got together and helped out. So that was pretty fantastic. And of course, anytime you dig out massive areas like this, you get stacks upon stacks of iron, gold, and other useful materials. So yeah, that's pretty fantastic. So coming down here, of course, looks really good now. And we're actually going to be doing a little bit of work here with the stairs, just because I don't really like the way that they look, personally. I think that now that we've got this all cleared out, and of course, almost forgot to mention, this little slopey thing here. I don't believe I featured that in the episode yet. If I have, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure that this hasn't been shown off yet. So basically, the idea was that if we kind of make it a gentle slope, we can access it from any angle, and then that would make it so that we don't really need these stairs to come directly in, which is pretty fantastic. And of course, nice little gentle slope up here to the XP farm area, the kill pit. Not a whole lot's changed here, except that now we actually have an on-off. So those guys are loud. Holy. Yeah, on-off switch for the spawners. So if we want to, we can actually just flip this one switch, and we'll stop getting help from those spawners. So say if we're the only ones on the server, we can actually focus more on useful things like gunpowder, which is pretty fantastic. So yeah, these guys here are going to be getting replaced soon, and I'm going to save that for another episode. But let's see here. We now actually have room to get our villagers up and running, which is fantastic. Just need to take a little bit of time to clean up the walls, I guess. And I feel like I'm missing something. Oh yeah, we have an AFK room now. So it's not much. It's a pretty humble little hole in the wall here. But at least it gives us a safe place to stand, because technically I do still see some slime spawning, which is a bit weird. Probably because I haven't half slabbed the spawning platforms up there. I can't say that I've personally seen slime down here. I saw some slime balls once. Kind of made me a bit nervous, but yeah, I definitely see slime up here, and it's possible that what they're doing is they're spawning on these platforms and jumping off, but it's weird that I never catch the slime up there. I always see them down here, so I don't know what's happening there, but that is okay. We'll get it figured out eventually, and we're gonna have this all walled off and all that fun stuff. But yeah, the AFK room is nice and bulletproof, so that we don't have to actually worry about being killed by mobs, which is always fun and good and all that fun stuff. Took a zombie? Huh, something needs to get lit up. Anyway, so are you back here? Where are you, zombie? Alright, we'll just assume he's under here. Yes. Sometimes zombies spawn down here. Don't know why I've taken the time to actually go and light it up, and they still spawn. Not gonna focus too much on it. You'll probably notice, though, that when we were eating earlier, the sound was a lot quieter. I've had a little bit of time to play around with resource packs as well, so I have a little bit of a surprise to show you guys later once we get back to our base. Now, that being said, in the community area, I don't think there's a whole lot more to show off. I mean, we've taken some time to light up the surface a bit, light up some caves, so the spawn rates are a bit better in the farm, which is always nice. But we're going to focus on the community farm another day. Oh yes, yes, of course. I almost completely forgot. It's been kicking around long enough that a lot of this has just become normal to me, and I forget that I haven't actually shown it off yet. This is an ugly portal. Terrible, terrible ugly portal. And the reason why it's up there is purely functional. The original idea, can I Ninja Pearl? I think I can save us some time and just, over there. Let's race it. Bam, perfect. Okay, so what we got here is, that was jiggly. Bye, Kyle. Oh, I missed him. Anyway, so yeah, this here is wider now, just by a little bit. And the original idea was to actually have some obsidian coming down here. Walk in this door, bam, we go to our main nether portal. Go here, bam, we actually wind up on the roof of the nether. It was a bit ambitious, and trust me, it was a pain to copy the pattern and widen it and all that fun stuff, but yeah, that failed epically. Both portals wound up going to the same place. So the nether roof portal would come down but not up, and whatever. So after I had to do some math and learn a thing or two about how portals work and all that fun stuff, I came to the conclusion that this here was the closest to here that I could actually get. It can go higher, it cannot go lower. If it goes any lower, it's actually going to cause us to wind up in the other area. So yeah, lots of fun stuff there. But yeah, there's some ideas. There's kind of thinking of making this into some kind of an observation tower, so that we can actually. I have Elytra. Okay, flying through the air majestically like a bird. Anyway, sidetracks. Lots of thought. Words coming out of the mouth. Portals. Ugly. Towers. We're making towers out of the ugly portal, which is going to be pretty interesting. So yeah, gonna save the bulk of that for another episode as well. But yeah, that's the gist of it. I'm thinking an observation tower maybe, so that we can be up here and just kind of overlooking the town and seeing its majestic beauty and all that fun stuff. Probably gonna raise this guy up too, but again, saving that for another episode. So hello, Mr. Pig. Goodbye, Mr. Pig. So anyway, we're going to go straight to the nether roof now. Ta-da! Magic! Science! Something! What am I hearing? I'm hearing nothing. So, yeah, basically, I have to give a bit of credit to Tango and Rayworks, I believe. Raywork. I'll have to research that at some point. I can leave links though to. I'm probably going to do Rayworks link, just because he actually goes into a tutorial. I just saw Tango do this in a live stream, but yeah, basically the idea is that the game starts to search at Y127. So if we actually take a look here, we're standing on top of this, which means that we're at Y128. So the game starts to look for portals at Y127, which means that these bottom three here are valid places to put somebody when they're trying to portal from the overworld. If you have a portal block up here, or usually up here, because people don't bother to punch the obsidian out at all, the game says, nope, doesn't. That's not valid. So going one lower actually makes it work. Kind of considering maybe punching out all this bedrock here and making stairs so that you don't have to like literally jump out, right? But it's small inconvenience, And this is actually reminding me, we have to replace a dragon egg. Stumbled across one somewheres. Redstone line. Where did redstone line go? Just gonna fly around here a little bit. I know there's got to be a redstone line kicking around here. That's how I found the dragon egg to begin with. Somebody just didn't actually clean up their mess when they punched a hole. There it is. So there's the redstone line, and we are actually going to return the dragon egg that I borrowed, because that's what you do when you're a kind and decent person. So yeah, let's we're going to need some of this, a little bit of this, and one of these. I have to get back the other one to 8 the gaming ninja as well. So yeah, there we go. So for anybody who was looking for that, sorry that I didn't know who you were and kind of took it and yeah, that's just how that went. And the magic happened over here too. As you can see, we also have a portal just like that up here. So we can go straight from our desert up to the desert, or up to the nether roof, which I was so excited about that when that first happened. It basically made it possible to go back and forth from here to the village in a practical way. Hey, airborne-ness, rockets, flying, stop there. And we're home. Whee! You, sir, are getting replaced. So we have a couple of new farms here. We actually have a little sort of netherwort farm here, kind of a little. It gets the job done. It gets the job done. And we, I guess those ones weren't ready to harvest just yet. Let's try that. Yeah, that's a little bit more like it. No torch, just wort. There we go. So we got a little bit of wort from that, and we're just going to climb down here and check out the other farms that we've actually built in here. Highly manual systems. Nothing really spectacular. Miscellaneous. Okay. So this one here is actually the only one that's automated in any way, shape, or form. Ooh, we're past 9 stacks now. That's awesome. So yeah, this guy here's been working like a charm. Very simple, straightforward design, as you can see. There's nothing really to it. Everything else is definitely manual, and it's just we need to get something. So yeah. Oh, guess I got. Everything is loud. Why is everything loud? What did I change? Let's just do that for now. Okay, so back to this. Yeah, it's highly manual system, and this is just because we do have gunpowder, but we don't have paper. So if we run out of rockets, bang, we got what we need. Especially now that we have access to the nether roof, it's we can always run home if we need to. So of course we have a pumpkin and melon farm as well. I was in need of jack-o'-lanterns, and that's what actually started this whole thing. Was me wondering, you know, why don't I have any kind of a pumpkin farm, and realizing that really all I had to do, all I had to do was this. So yeah, that's the epic tale of pumpkins and melons. Hi, wow. Sometimes this thing surprises me. I farm it and then it already grows. Now this over here is an interesting little tunnel that we've gone and made. Remember that double skeleton spawner? That's right. We actually went and finished it up. So, this tunnel here isn't actually too bad. What I want to do is actually replace the floor with some packed ice so that when we come down this way, it works just a lot better. So, let's see here. We're almost there. Made up a very basic skeleton spawner type thing. And as you can see, we've definitely been getting some good use out of it. So yeah, basically just stand in here, and there's 5 spots for them to stand, and we get basic drops. Oh, yeah, basic drops down here. So every once in a while we'll just go through and we'll craft everything into bone blocks, which is pretty fantastic. That's our garbage can. Not a whole lot happening there, but not a big deal. It does get the job done. At some point we'll spiff this place up a little bit and all that. I needed experience like at home. And speaking of that, yeah, we'll mend our stuff later. But yeah, switch, bam, turns it off, and we can actually come in and see the farm right here and get shot at in all probability. So yeah, got our 2 spawners like that, and yeah, yep, and getting shot at. Oh my, oh dear, oh, this was a bad idea. Why did I do this? Get out of here while we still can. Okay, whew, that was fun. Wow. Okay, and this ladder has to be the worst placement of ladder ever. So anyway, that was the skeleton spawner. That's the best look that we're gonna get at it because lethal. Yeah, and we can climb all the way up there to get to the top and all that fun stuff. And there's redstone over here that does magic. Basically, that's the lamps that turn the thing on or off. I was tempted to turn it into a triple spawner, but honestly it was just a lot easier to keep it simple and just deal with 2-legged things. And the fact that it's all just one mob means it's easier to do the item sorters, and yeah, just all in all I'm happy having the double spawner. And in terms of things, it works pretty well, as you can see. So yeah, it definitely gets the job done. So like I was saying, this here would be really nice if we had some packed ice, and I think that's exactly what we're going to be doing. Just a quick little side project while we happen to be in the area. So I guess the next thing we're going to do is go to an ice spikes biome. So guys, I just realized that I needed to make a bit of a supply run. Went down to a ice spikes biome, and yeah, we definitely got ourselves a couple chests worth of packed ice. So we're going to be good for the next little bit. Now, what I'm actually doing right now is arranging a little bit of a transaction here. Apparently, Xylophony actually wanted some packed ice as well, and that really worked out because we're going to be able to sell an entire shulker's worth at a diamond per stack. So that's 27 diamonds just for making a bit of an ice run. So yeah, that's pretty sweet. And what's awesome about that too is that we're going to be able to buy some concrete from JJ, which is going to be pretty sweet. So at first I was kind of humming and hawing. I didn't know if I wanted to justify the cost, but honestly, I'm basically trading packed ice for concrete at this point. I can always live with that. That's a perfectly good deal in my eyes. So that's what we're going to do. Now, Xylophony said that she was going to meet me at the town center. Yeah, town center. There she is. Perfect. Hello. Hello. Perfect. So. Ooh, would you look at that, guys? That is awesome. Thanks. So guys, I'm thinking since we actually have some pretty big projects on the go later on, we might as well actually start to build something out of concrete. And we just got a bunch of diamonds from Xylophony, which is fantastic. And JJ has been itching to make a couple sales on the server. So yeah, we're just gonna go buy up a bunch of concrete. And I know there's a shop on probably over there. I'm thinking it's over there. I've never actually been over here before. So, okay, here we go to, oh, yes, that was the special order. So we are actually going to rename and basically say, like, yeah, these are our diamonds. So let's see here. We're going to need some of nya with some of nya and some of nya and a lot of the nya. And we're just going to double check our math here. If it is 9 times, yeah, so 54 diamonds at, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. This kind of hurts a little bit, actually, but that's okay. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is going to save us so much time. So yeah, all in all, I'd say that that's not too bad of a deal. That's not too bad of a deal. Especially because we were basically able to trade a shulker worth of ice for a shulker worth of concrete. And in my opinion, it is way harder to get concrete than it is to get packed ice. The trick with packed ice is that you just have to know where to go. But once you're there, just, yeah, you can get so much. I grabbed 3 shulker boxes while I was there, and one of them turned into concrete. So that's, yeah, I'd say that's a fair deal. Alright, we are back at our base. We have made our transaction, lots of concrete, so we have that to look forward to. And yeah, we're just going to work on this guy here because I'm getting a little tired of having to run back and forth. It's a short distance, but I know that a little bit of ice would go a long way. So let's, Anyway, let's get on with it. I am pretty happy about this. Look at this. We're just coming through here. This is looking good. But then we find diamonds. Yeah. Yeah, it's fantastic. That is fantastic. Let's go find out how many we got here. We're not at the lava level, so I'm not overly concerned here. Okay, so it looks like we were able to get 6 more ore. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Okay, so all of the ice is in now. Now let's actually take this baby for a bit of a spin. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We don't even have a speed beacon or any other kind of effects here boosting us, but look how fast we're going. This is fantastic. This is going to save so much time when we come down here for experience. The only problem is that corner, but it's not that big of a deal. And then bam, we're already home. So that's pretty fantastic. And just for fun, let's do that again. Now I'm thinking this is probably going to become an integral part of the base. It's not just some random tunnel now. It's actually been transformed into something that's particularly useful. Oh god, the speed, I love it. Something particularly useful. So I'm thinking that we should probably do a little bit of extra work here and get that done right this instant. Yeah, I think that's a bit of an improvement. So let's see how we can take the corner. All right, there we go. Oh, almost. With a little bit of practice, I'm pretty sure that we'd actually be able to take that corner just fine, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, keep running. Ah, dang it. Oh well, that's okay. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. I might. Yeah, no, for now it's definitely good. It's like it's almost like having a speed beacon, like speed 1 or something, without having a speed beacon, which is fantastic. So, on to our next thing. Alright guys, so I just took a moment to put together what we have of the episode so far. In my mind, we're 10 minutes in, but apparently we're actually like 20 minutes into the episode. It's crazy just how much just a little bit talking about updates can actually run on. So, there's just a couple little things I want to cover still. One is... well, it's morning where I am right now, and would you look at this? Would you look at this beautiful, beautiful item that's in front of me right here? That's right, you and I can have coffee in the morning thanks to a resource pack that I actually just made up. If you notice when I switch over, it says that it's a water bottle. What I've done is I've gone and made it so that all of the potions are in coffee mugs. Now, it's actually kind of comical when you see a witch with a water bottle, because it's like she showed up with a cup of coffee. But that being said, it's morning, I need my caffeine. And now you and I can enjoy that experience together in the morning. So, yeah, I say that's a win. That's a win. I really like it. I love the way that it shows up near like that. It actually looks pretty realistic. I'm a big fan. But what we're going to do to wrap up the episode is take a quick trip over to the skeleton spawner again. Because while I was editing the video, it occurred to me that I'm a bit of a twit. I have a light switch for the spawner. Then I went in the dark and almost died, and then gave up all hope of showing you what it looks like. I have a light switch. What am I doing? Let's go check it out. Alright guys, so here we are back at the skeleton spawner. Oh, that's a little bit nicer. Okay, so here we are back at the skeleton spawner, and yeah, you hear that? Nothing. No sounds, no skeletons. That's because light switches are a thing. The things that I forget sometimes. Anyway, so yeah, and what I've gone and done, just I'll show off the inside there in a moment. Did add a garbage can finally, because I was a little bit tired of trying to manually throw out everything into that little hole in the wall that I showed off earlier. And I might as well quickly show off the redstone here. This is the same circuit, just mirrored. So if you split it down the middle, you have one thing here. And I've never really seen anyone do a setup quite like this. Basically, if you take that out, anytime that you have a power source here, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. A nice power source like a lever or something like that will turn this into a rapid fire clock, which I suppose we can demonstrate. Yeah, we can demonstrate. I just went and got a lever. So yeah, we do this. And that doesn't work because let's just, yeah, we'll do that. The lever, bam. And you see how that's just, oh, okay, yeah, that's, okay. So this here, as long as it has a power source, it does that forever, which is very useful actually. And for the longest time, I couldn't quite figure out how to get it in here, for a couple of different reasons. In a lot of ways, I'm still learning my way around redstone, so yeah. But what I did manage to come up with is, let's just get our repeaters back here. This here will always read something, and like if there's even one item in there, this will give some kind of a signal, and then this guy here makes it into a full signal, and then this guy here just allows it to send that signal back into this block, which then powers that, which then shoots out an item. Now, it's only rapid fire for the first couple of seconds, because then that takes over and kind of sets the speed, but I'm completely okay with that, because the actual problem we were trying to solve was the fact that this here would only go down to about 5 items, and then it would just stop working altogether, which isn't terribly efficient. I couldn't figure out for the life of me how to make it fire out everything it has until I realized this setup right here means that even if it's only reading 1 item, it's still going to come out at maximum signal. So yeah, pretty happy with that. And I say that we just block this off again. Bam, 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 bam. Perfect. And now we have something, an epic little garbage can. So pretty happy about that. So while we're just waiting for skeletons to spawn in, we can come in here, bam, grab things like this. And we need bows. We use those as fuel. And eventually we'll have them rerouted to the main storage system once we have a main storage system. And while we're at it, you know what? Let's grab the arrows too. Bam. Just to give this thing a proper demonstration. So all we got to do, just like any other garbage can, is open it up, throw everything that we don't want inside. So all that fun stuff. Do we have anything else? Nope, we're good. And once we close this lid, I don't know if you can hear it, but there's ticking. And that's just both dispensers rapid firing all this stuff out. You can already see how quickly that that was getting rid of items. So I'm pretty happy with that. And of course, we would just do our regular skeleton farming over here. I also took a moment to move this ladder over here. So it's still a bit awkward, but yeah, at least when we're trying to walk forward here, it's not doing that, right? Like realistically, if we were actually up here for any reason, we would either be coming straight down or whatever, right? We're over here and we're good to go. So it's not pretty, but honestly, it's gaining access to a system area. If we want to make it prettier, we can throw a door here. No big deal. So anyway, let's break into here. And as you can see, this is what we've done with the double skeleton spawner. Now this is how close they were together, so we were able to just make it into one giant room, which is pretty nice. And you can see the redstone lamps here do effectively turn the entire system off. So everything is just funneled to the center here, nice and simple. Do I has ender pearls? I do. Okay, let's get those ready because we're gonna need them in a minute. So then, if I'm a mob, I'm just down here, la da da. And actually, you know what? We're not even gonna need pearls. We're just gonna take the entire ride here. So skeletons and whatnot will always be trying to swim upward. That's just how they work. So you can simulate that by pressing and holding space. Then, of course, they're just brought into this little elevator here. And any second now, we should be popping out the top. Perfect. In which case, we're brought to here. Still bobbing around, still bobbing around. And yes, we have our little emergency access here. So we, as a controllable player, can just kind of hop out. But a skeleton doesn't think to do that. A skeleton's literally just pressing and holding space until it gets to the edge here where, well, it's not too happy. Shift click, don't fail me. I have feather falling anyway. But yeah. So yeah, that's how that works. So guys, that is all that we have time for today. I'm actually a little bit surprised that the quick little base tour and everything took so long. I honestly thought that we'd be able to squeeze in something else, but that's okay. It just gives us another episode to really focus on our next project. At this point, I'm thinking we are probably going to wind up revamping the elevator for our base because, well, as I've demonstrated before, it's not overly reliable, and I'm a little bit tired of having a 50-50 shot at getting out of my base. I was actually stuck in here the other day for a good little while, just because I kept being on the bad end of it. So, yeah, probably going to be working on a better elevator next episode. So that being said, if you enjoyed what you saw here, definitely leave a like, subscribe, click that notify button, all that fun stuff. It's not your first episode, you guys know what to do, and yeah. This here is Phobos signing off. Enjoy.